Welcome, Destination Church, family and friends. Pastor Rodney here for the Tuesday update. We had an awesome Sunday, and it was so good to see so many faces, new faces, people coming back. And so we're excited as we're continuing to move through this COVID-19 epidemic that we're in. Just want to let you know this past Sunday, in case you missed it, you could view it, of course, on DC Live, or you could have seen it with Facebook Live. And so in case you missed it, you could still check out our website or Facebook and pick it up. But love for you to see that. This week we talked about one of the least likely people in all the scripture to have a comeback. We talked about Legion, and we said that desperation for transformation leads to the comeback. And so if you're desperate, I believe Jesus wants to meet you right where you are and be able to help you on the comeback. I want to let you know a couple of things right up front. Number one would be we're receiving a truck this week at DC Downtown at our food ministry. We're basically receiving those trucks just about every other week, at least twice a month. And so if you're in need of food, love for you to come down and be a part of that, as well as possibly if you'd like to serve there, please see Nikki. She would love to be able to help you with that. I want to speak today on a couple of things. I want to remind you, of course, that it has been very, very good for us to have people back inside of the building. I can't say it enough, but welcome home. It's been so good to have you with us and see new faces coming in every single week. And so I just want to remind you to continue to invite. And I want to talk about a couple of things that people keep asking us about. And so I'm going to give you a few sets of threes today, if that's all right. Just a few sets of threes. I want to start where we were Sunday. We talked about Jesus. There were three things that Jesus did, not just three, but the three things that he did the most that we see in Scripture is, number one, was 1/3 of what we see in his ministry was preaching and teaching. 1/3, of course, was healing, and the other third, from what we can tell, was delivering or deliverance and ministering to people that were bound with evil spirits. And so we talked about that Sunday. And so I want to give you some talk about cleaning some things up and doing some things. We get asked a lot about how are we cleaning our building and what is that like? And so we have three ways that we clean here. And we have actually Steve Thornton owns a company called Germinator of Southeast Georgia. And they're an FDA approved company that comes in and works with us on making sure that we are free of any viruses, including COVID-19. And so that's one way that we clean. The other way is we have a cleaning company that comes in twice a week and cleans for us inside of our building. And then we clean our staff, our leaders, any areas that are used, we're cleaning those areas too. So we're really using three different ways to do that. Would love to talk to you about that if you have any questions. Of course, you could always just call the church office. I also want to let you know, as always, that we love you and we can't wait to see you and our fellowship with you. A lot of fellowship is going on through our groups right now. So if you haven't signed up in our group portal, it's not too late. You can still sign up there. So please make sure and do that, as well as not only do we love you and we can't wait to see you or fellowship with you, but we are and we desire to pray for you. And so please let us know by any means of how we could pray for you if you have something going on. We still have babies being born. We saw a new baby Sunday morning. We still have people going into the hospital now as the hospitals are opening back up. And so if you have something going on that you want us to pray about, please let us know, because we want to make sure that we're praying for you. And then I want to close today with a passage out of 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 3, where the Apostle Paul is speaking to the church at Thessalonica, and he tells them this as we close today: "But the Lord is faithful. He will strengthen you and guard your apart from the evil one. Just three things there, right, that I see in this passage. Number one, the Lord is faithful. As you're walking through this week, whatever you're facing, know that the Lord is faithful. Number two, He will strengthen you. I don't know where you're trying to get your strength from, but the one truth that I know is that God desires to strengthen us, and He will strengthen us as we're walking through difficult times. And then number three would be His desire is to guard us from the evil one. He wants to guard us from the evil one, so He is our protector. And so in closing out today, just want to say God bless you. It's so good to be moving forward again. I don't know where we are in this thing. I think we're somewhere around phase 3 of coming out of COVID-19, maybe going up the mountain a little bit, coming out of the valley, going up the mountain. But just want to remind you, don't quit inviting people. You can invite them to church. Love to have them. Just remind them of the social distancing. But really can't wait to see you this week. We'll give you a Friday update. If some things are going a little different, we'll let you know. We are definitely tweaking some things and making sure that we're continuing to move forward to make things as good as we can to get as many people in the building as we can. So hang in there with us, and we love you guys. And I just want to say, see you soon.